Hi, welcome to Earthy Love Medicine. Today is day 122 of my juice cleanse. I couldn't go 122 days without at least doing a last day video. I have been slacking on my videos like the last couple weeks. I've probably done like one, maybe two. It was like once I made the decision that I was done, I just kind of like got focused on my life and I've been juicing. I still do enemas kind of every day. I just, I'm really happy that tomorrow I'm going to be done. Um, I'm not going to do the prune test, I decided. I know that I'm not going to pass it, so I'm not going to do that to myself. I don't want prunes, so I'm going to start out with watermelon. I'm going to have watermelon tomorrow. That's really what I want. So I bought a little personal watermelon because the watermelon guy is only on the streets on Saturdays and Sundays. And now that I've had his seeded watermelon and it's super duper amazing and the best watermelon juice I've ever had, I can't wait to eat one. But I will settle for the little personal watermelon from Bel Air or Rite Aid or whatever it's called. And then I got like this yellow lemon melon. And then I bought like two different types of mango. This is all for the weekend, so it's not just today's Thursday. My husband's going out of town for work for the weekend, and it's just gonna be me and my kids, and I don't want to like go anywhere or do anything, so I just made sure I had enough fruit to get through the next couple days. So I'm really excited about that. I just got out of the shower. I actually have been trying to make videos for the last couple of days, but I have been really super busy, like busying myself, doing stuff and getting things done. So I don't want to make a super long video, but I do. This is my last day on this juice cleanse now. I have decided that I am going to do more juice cleanses. I have this next month, we're going to go on vacation and we're going to, excuse me, um, go to my husband's brother's wedding, and that's all supposed to be really fun. And so I'm kind of excited to some kind of fun and some kind of normalcy. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, then you know I've been looking forward to this wedding for a while. Um, I need a break from the monotony of juicing and douching my butt for freaking, like, I just need a break from it. And I feel like once I go into August, I think I'll feel more refreshed and confident into like maybe even doing another juice cleanse. So stay tuned for that because I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I know my healing's not over. I know that no matter what, I'm going to stay raw until January 1st of 2023. Um, I plan on staying raw, but that's my goal. Because having a goal and an end in sight seems to help me. Um, so, excuse me, I got water in my ear from my shower. Um, my takeaway from all of this is I did not have a perfect juice cleanse. I had raw soup at least a couple handfuls of times during this cleanse. If you know what raw soup is, great. If you don't, it's taking a whole bunch of ingredients and putting it in a Vitamix blender that will heat it up, but it'll still be raw and like have all of its nutrients intact. So when I was really struggling, I did that. One of the things that I was really bad about was I would make raw dressings for my son, and then I would go into the refrigerator and squirt it on my finger and stuff like that. And I did stuff like that almost every day, like for not in the beginning, but towards the end, like the last month and a half has been really hard. So that. So I just kind of want to like lay everything on the table. I stopped smoking weed on day 60, and then around day 80 was my 10-year wedding anniversary, and we went and got some really amazing cannabis, and um, I didn't like start smoking again that weekend really. I mean, I smoked, but I didn't start smoking again. But like within like a couple weeks, like 3 weeks or so, I started smoking again like more regularly, which is actually cool. That's a really long time for me. If I like, go back to smoking, I usually just go back to smoking the way I was when I stopped. So that's progress. And then I've been smoking ever since. So I smoked most of this juice cleanse. Now, my next phase of juice cleansing, I have a lot of things that I would like to correct, but I have no regrets. I knew going into this that I wasn't healthy to start with. Excuse me. I knew I wasn't healthy to start with, and I knew this was going to be a long journey. I had no idea what to look forward to or how it was going to be for me. Um, I had a lot of mental and emotional stuff to get past, and I still do, and I'm still working on those things. And that's part of this reprieve that I'm taking from the juice cleanse. Is just to kind of like recenter myself. And like I said, as soon as I made the decision to end it, I got like razor sharp focus. Like I've gotten so much done. I'm working really hard at just like fixing and organizing and cleaning and, getting rid of and like just making sure that the hot mess that I created, that I've been for so long, the newness inside that I feel starts to reflect into my life. Because living in a hot mess and being a hot mess is just no longer suitable. Like, it's not who I am anymore. And all of this is a lot to adapt to and a lot to walk through. And so I'm going to do it at my own pace, and I'm going to do it, this is the long haul. The people in my family live into their 90s. So if I'm, blessed to get my health back and live into my 90s, I would be truly, truly grateful so that I can watch my kids and my grandkids and maybe even some great grandkids grow. I'm a matriarch, so I have a lot of people to consider as I get my health back now. So the things that I've improved, my mental health is incredibly different since I started this. So I started in January, going raw, fasting, doing juicing, all that stuff. But I realized I needed an extra boost in March, and so I went all the way to just juicing. But in all of that time, because it did start to feel, my mental health started to clear up really, really quickly after the first of the year, just not eating and that kind of thing. So, and then the whole thing that I did, and if you want to know more, just go back to my old videos. You can kind of know more about how I did it all. But, my mental health is incredibly better. Like, I just cannot say enough. And I'm looking forward to it continuing, because I feel like I'm waking up from like a sleeping beauty sleep. Like, I've just been in like some sleep that I wake up and like, I'm like, here I am. I'm me. I'm not this person I've been being all this time. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm grateful for it now. Like, I want to keep going about physical bodies. I don't want to go too far off it. So physical stuff that's happened. My skin is incredibly soft. Even though I've lost a lot of weight and I have a lot of skin, it feels a lot more like taut and elasticity, and like all of that is way different because I feel like my skin's hydrated more than it's ever been. So that's a huge bonus. Like, I could feel it. It's really cool. And I've lost weight before, like not quite this much, but I've lost dramatic amounts of weight before in the past, and my skin did not look the way that it looks now. Like my arms, yes, I have flab here and stuff, but it's not as much as you would think, y'all. Like, my arms actually look pretty freaking good. Like, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised. My stomach is still, I still have a little bit of a belly. I guess you can't see that because I'm wearing black, and I'm not going to go any farther because I just got out of the shower and I'm standing here in my freaking chonies. Maybe I'll put some pictures up of like how I look and stuff. So I should probably do that tomorrow. But yeah, so I still have weight on my body, so obviously I still have some to go. I did not work out all this time, so that is something that is going to be next, is starting to add physical activity on a regular basis and working out. I have a plan to get up in the mornings with my dog and take my dog for a walk for about an hour, hour and a half, and then in the evenings go work out at the gym or like create some kind of workout thing at home. I haven't decided yet, but that's kind of my next plan. As far as the refeeding process, the first 7 to 10 days, I'm going to do all juicy fruits, watermelons, any kind of melons, and mangoes and that kind of stuff. And then the second 7 to 10 days, I'm going to still juice, obviously. And then the second portion, I plan on just slowly adding other fruits like berries and that kind of stuff. And of course, it's an extra meal a day, I guess, but I don't know how I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear and I don't want to hurt my body, so I'm just gonna be real ginger with it all. And then that last 7 to 10 days, that I can kind of start adding greens and different stuff. But I really want to just be careful and not hurt myself. And I'm not in a big hurry to rush into going and eating all these amazing foods, because the truth is that I'm healing my body and I don't want to hurt myself. So I have to be real careful and real methodical about how I'm feeding myself so I don't hurt myself, because the refeeding process is very important. So I'm going to stop going on and on about that. So any more physical changes? A little TMI is coming, so if you don't want to hear this, you might want to keep going. My butthole is completely different than it was when I started. I've had off and on hemorrhoids since I had my daughter. 2 weeks. I had her 2 weeks before I turned 23. So basically, since then, I've struggled with hemorrhoids. If I get backed up or something, I'll get hemorrhoids, and it's really uncomfortable. That's all gone. My whole butthole actually had almost a pucker to it, where it poked out a little, which I didn't realize this was going on. But now that it's gone, um, I'm trying to tell you, my butthole is way different. So obviously, my colon still feels like it has debris in it. I'm going to be real, but it definitely um, don't have pressure back there anymore. And I had pressure for a long time. It was very uncomfortable. Obviously because of a compacted colon. So thanks, doctors, for telling me that. I still have seen parasites recently, so that's still something I'm working through. I have almost healed my eczema. I still have some on my hands, but it's very faint. I have not had a major breakout in a month and a half, 2 months, a month and a half, which is fucking huge. Let's see what else. Even my skin, I think that's a big one. Another thing that's kind of weird is, and maybe this is just because I lost weight, but my vagina feels different too. It feels, I don't know how to explain that, but the lips, and I think that's probably because I lost a lot of weight, but I know that's all TMI too. But I'm just trying to give lots of things. I have this bump that I've had on my leg since I was 22, 21, that just grew there one day, and now that's almost gone. I stepped on a nail about a week and a half ago, and it healed up beautifully. And before, when I would hurt myself, it would take me forever to heal, forever. And because my body just wasn't healing me like that. And I used to heal great when I was younger. So, up until the last couple of years. So that was kind of alarming to me. So that was really neat that recently that happened, and it healed up so quickly, because I was worried about it when it happened. I was like, fuck, now I'm gonna get infected. I fucking all the stuff went through my head. And then I was like, no, I'm not. I'm really taking care of myself. I should be okay. And I was okay. So I'm fucking thrilled about that. What else? I'm getting really strong. So even though I haven't been working out and stuff, all the work that I'm doing, I can feel myself getting stronger. I can feel myself being able to do things that I was scared to do with my body before, because my body got so broken down and rickety, and I had so much weight on it. I was scared to do anything because I didn't want to hurt myself. I didn't want to pull out my back. I was so scared to hurt myself and be some fucking broken down person who depends on somebody for the rest of my life. That's been a huge fear of mine. That's part of my motivation, is that I don't want to be a burden. But my biggest motivation is that I've been a burden on my own life. My life has been a burden because I haven't taken control of my health. So I'm very grateful. I wish that I had the words tonight to really truly articulate the journey that I've been on and how powerful it's been on my life. And I realize that not everybody is going to do this and feels led to this path. But if you feel led to it, do it, and just keep going. I'm very, when I made the decision, I felt guilty. I felt like I was being a quitter. And then this last week or so, I've really reflected on what a courageous accomplishment this has been, and how proud I am of myself, and how this feels like the beginning of me really making my body, I don't know, I don't want to say making my body, but, you know, working with my body instead of working against my body. I feel like my thinking is so clear, and like I feel so like I'm just learning and learning and learning just every day. This last week, this since Monday, and today's Thursday, my family's been doing what's it called, a technology break. So it's been incredible. It's been incredible. We're all present. We're doing stuff. We're hanging out together. Like, that shit's a life stealer. You don't realize how much technology is stealing our lives, you guys. And I've known it for a while, but like I did the detox earlier um, in my walk, in my journey here with the juice cleansing. I'm tired, so I'm starting to like sound ridiculous. Um, but I did that like 7 day thing, like a month and a half ago also. And it was very beneficial, but I kind of just fell back into it. But now doing it as a family, it just feels so different. I could see the benefit so much clearer, way more clear than I could before. So yeah, tomorrow I will. So my videos are going to change now. So now that I'm done doing daily videos, I'm going to start just um, taking clips of myself doing stuff, like, feeding myself watermelon tomorrow and kind of talking about it. And then things like that. I'm just going to drop little stuff here and there of just me and what I'm doing and keeping up with my progress. I'll probably be recording me going on vacation with my family, all the stuff. So stay tuned for all of that. And thank you for those who've been following my channel and supporting me through this. It's been really challenging. And, like I said, if this is something that you feel led to do, fucking do it. Truly, just do it. My lights are being weird. It's so annoying. So I'm going to say good night. Or good morning or good afternoon or whatever time of day it is for you. But it's nighttime here for me. Today is Thursday, June 30th, 2022, and I have accomplished 122 days of a solid food vacation. And best experience. It really truly is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, and I would do it all again. And I'm very grateful that I've been given this opportunity. I feel like every star aligned so that I could be in the position to do this, because ooh, this is not for sissies for sure. So with that, I'm just going to take that cue and I'm going to say good night. Thank you for visiting Earthly Love Medicine. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hope to see you again soon.